Hi friends, happy to see you again. Last week we discussed about the power of habits and talked about the book Atomic Habits in particular and around how James Clear, the author, explained how you can actually get more outcomes by focusing on building strong habits, and that by improving every day by 1%, you would get 37 times better by the end of the year. Today I wanted to go a bit more into details and looking at the 2-minute rule that James Clear is talking about especially. And it's a simple technique that helps you to take control of whatever you do to overcome procrastination and drive more sales without a stress. So here's the deal. The 2-minute rule is about starting small, very small. In fact, it feels almost like effortless. So instead of thinking of, I need to get my quota for this year, I need to close 5 deals this month, I need to make 100 calls this week, the 2-minute rule looks at what is a smaller step you can take that would get the ball rolling. And once you start, the momentum takes over and then you're on the roll. So the 2-minute rule says that you try to build a habit that takes less than 2 minutes to do. If it's so small and so easy, there is no resistance. Nothing will stop you from doing that. So instead of saying, I'm going to work out for an hour, you commit to put on your running shoes. Instead of saying, I'll read a book this week, you can say, well, every day I will just read 1 page from the book. And if you start reading 1 page, it's a big chance that you read 1 chapter. So I think you get where I'm going to. And it works well because it forces you to show up. And once you show up, the rest follows naturally. And even if it doesn't stop, it takes you 1 step closer to your goal. So how can we apply this to sales? So a simple action could be that you're opening your Salesforce.com or you're pulling out a list of leads. And it's about taking the first step no matter how small. So instead of, let's say, today I'm going to prospect on 20 leads, you could say, well, today I'll call 1 customer, I'll send 1 email. And instead of scheduling 5 meetings, I will send 2 connection requests on LinkedIn. Instead of building a whole campaign, I will draft the first line of the email. I think you get the point. And so, even though they sound insignificant, they are very powerful because you did something and you moved from just looking and getting this analysis paralysis that sometimes you feel. And you might wonder, but does it work? Will it help? It will help you overcome decision fatigue, procrastination, looking at a long list of to-dos, and we all have them and don't know where to start. And that's really where the 2-minute rule shines. It will give you a clear, manageable action to focus. Another thing that you need to think about is it will help you build consistency. So you'll do every day, you'll just do that, sending 1 request or prospect 1 account or call 1 prospect. But what you can do as well is reinforce by actually giving points to yourself. So I saw someone that started to track actually what they were trying to do during the year. And he built a page where he said, well, every week I want to be running 3 times a week and I want to be eating healthy the entire week, every day. And he wanted to not drink beer. And so he just built a 1-page A3 on paper and he crossed a box every day that he drank alcohol, for example. And so he could see by the end of the year or by the end of the month, he was able to quickly see where did he make progress. And it was really actually positive for him. At the same time, it felt a bit negative, like, oh, I did drink some alcohol and I didn't exercise enough. At the same time, he was able to see that he made some progress. And not having that page to help him actually be that source of, I would say, accountability, helped him to get where he wanted to be. So I guess that's it for today. Just remember that success is about taking small steps For me, it was recording that video and getting the microphone set up and just record a video, as it's part of my goal. And I hope that you guys will also work on your goals, be successful, and take that small step that will get you where you want to be. So let's build those habits, crush sales goals, be successful, and most importantly, be happy. It was great to see you. See you around the next time. Bye-bye.